Riddle me this, gamers. What do Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft all have in common? They are all companies that I'm going to be addressing in this month's gaming vlog. As well as talk about what I'm currently playing, will play, I'm looking forward to do so in the near future. So, let's begin. Alright, so simultaneously both good and bad news, especially in the case of my oft-delayed video on how Microsoft and Xbox have lost support. Where it turns out like he proposed Xbox handheld is actually going to be he coming, albeit as like a branding partnership with an already existing company rather than a whole new system, being Game Pass ready right out of the box. That's the good news. The bad news is trade shenanigans notwithstanding, it still is set to cost a staggering $1,800 at minimum, which mean a lot of people initially balked at the $450 base price for Switch 2, or $500 if you go for a version that comes with the game, before the House of Spencer said, "Hold my Mountain Dew," and decided to escalate even further, which has caused some to speculate that the next phase of console war maybe will be a handheld one, which makes a good segue to my next topic. Even with the PS5, I've maintained steady sales, even with a sticker shock. About 80 million units across all variants, and as I record this, roughly on par with the PS4 the same time frame, and nice little nod to 30 years of play. And it seems that speculation remains rampant for the PlayStation 6, like, on top of keeping some elements modular for the new system, it turns out there is a persistent idea that it may well be like a full third PSP slash Vita, which I'm intrigued by. I personally mean, given the success of the Switch family and all these portable gaming PCs, there is certainly a market for it. I mean, I was expecting this portal accessory to not do as well as it did, but lo and behold, every time they sell them in my area, they sell out quickly. So someone must be buying them. I do not know what all the details will entail, especially in terms of cost. My only wonder is, at this stage, is if it can run Crysis, personally. Okay, so, with wonders about when the next full-on Nintendo Direct will be, after the Pokemon Presents, the Partner Showcase, and the Indie presentation we had in the summertime, it taking place this month is a lofty yet plausible guess based on past directs. And even though I'm not actively commenting on the leaks or speculation like some people do, I tend to prefer to wait for confirmed details. Not even sure about this whole what they might be talking about tomorrow with Malamar and Legends EA. I definitely give a nod to the ideas like, that sounds cool, or that could be interesting, which should make a decent enough transition to what I am currently playing. I think it's just well enough to start on the Switch front. I mean, on top of Splatoon 3 celebrating its 3rd anniversary this weekend, I am also definitely getting in as many wins as I can on the Shiny Chi-Yu, the last of the shiny Titanic Monarchs to take down Scarlet and Violet. I mean, if anyone wants to join me, my friend code's in my channel description on that one. I also have taken time to play more of the titles on the 17 Plus tier for N64 classics. I mean, with Perfect Dark, in lieu of how the game that Crystal Dynamics can even save, for the reboot, I am definitely still enjoying playing the original again. There's also first two Turok games. I definitely could see a third coming to service in the future. There's also persistent talk of what other classic could drop on there. And I'm also working on playing a little bit more Monster Hunter Rise, especially as because I have a date locked down for my dental work done in 3 weeks. Gonna do my best to have some stuff ready, at least for the first few days of recovery, ahead of schedule, so there's that. And that should make a good enough transition to talk about what I'm going for on PlayStation. Okay, as I mentioned before, new month also means new selection of PlayStation Plus titles. I mean, the one I'm enjoying playing the most so far in this recent PS Plus update is, of course, Psychonauts 2, the sequel to the beloved cult classic by Tim Schafer and his company Double Fine, which I am definitely going to be getting more into, as with the other titles in this process. Where I've also got a liking. I played Stardew Valley before on Switch, and now that it's available to me on PlayStation, I could definitely see myself doing choice streams with that, because as you all can imagine, I'm not going to be especially talkative of the first few days after I get my molars out. And the third game is an interesting one, Viewfinder, a puzzle platformer in which you have to find solutions in photographs to power a transporter to get you out of an environment. It's actually pretty unique, and I am definitely not one of those people that just supports indie for the sake of supporting indie, but it has stand out at me, and it has been interesting to me to play, personally. And yes, I am indeed looking into getting Silksong in the near future, but after all the chatter settles down a bit. Same reason why I haven't talked about Hundrix. Maybe I could, again, it's something I don't see myself doing until after one of those come out personally. Even on my PS3, I have partaken in today's anniversary of Sonic Adventure. I'm playing both of those games, as well as other much more infamous Sonic titles that you can expect to see me looking at come the 35th anniversary of the franchise next year. We'll just have to wait and see specifically what they are. And with all that in mind, I'm still very much looking forward to playing Legend Z8 once it launches next month. I'm just about close getting the other half of the money I need for the game, and now it's less about who's offering me the best pre-order bonus, and now more about who can get me the game on launch day. Since I managed to narrow down a couple people like that, and I'm still narrowing it down to what I might do for my starter. Have heavy focus on the T's, Tepig, and Totodile to have my mood. And the next one I intend to go after that once I have a release date is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. And oh yes, I am definitely he can say that I will be addressing the Malamar reveal tomorrow, no matter what ends up being. He need to make up for there not being a video on Thursday, and also having to swap this with the other her Ultimate Dreams video like I was doing, because I didn't quite have that ready yet. All the same, so plenty of time for me to get through the next volume, and maybe get you started on a couple things of the last one. And top priority is still going to be my look at Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Especially if I got 400 subscribers by October, it would definitely be the icing on the proverbial cake for that. One last thing. I'm definitely very much into Shinobi Art of Vengeance, and I am this close to getting the last of the relics and climbing the Tower of Ruse. Who's to clear out that one? It'll take patience and persistence, qualities I have like any good ninja should. Anyway, that's all I have to say for now, and I'll see you all again very soon, so take care everyone.